What is up, YouTube? Ultimate Lock here. I'm going to be going over the fact that GameStop does indeed sell fake games. Now, if you're an Xbox 360 owner or PS3 owner, you probably don't have to worry about this because this is mainly for the handheld games. So if you've been reading the news lately, or at least know of anything that's going on with GameStop, they're pretty much accepting retro games now. Now, my location has not started accepting retro games, but they sooner or later will. So, I already knew that they accepted fake Nintendo DS games and then labeled them as the real prices, which obviously they don't, I guess they can't tell the difference, which is quite sad, because if you actually end up buying those games, they're absolutely worthless. They freeze on you, they crash on you, and overall, it's just an extremely bad experience, and they're not that hard to spot. Like, you can legitimately spot them from a mile away if you actually know of this problem. So I can kind of understand them accepting the fake games as trade-in, because maybe not all the employees are trained and showed that, hey, you gotta watch out for these Nintendo DS games, they can be faked. There are some easy tips on how to tell, because obviously Pokemon games are basically the main handheld game. Pokemon, Mario, and Zelda games all get counterfeited. Every single time they get counterfeited. I haven't seen counterfeits for the 3DS version, but for all the Nintendo DS games, I've seen counterfeits for them. So I've actually gotten a Pokemon Soul Silver counterfeit. This right here is 100% fake. Okay? And this right here is my authentic copy. So I ended up getting this in the eBay auction. The buyer told me that he ended up purchasing it from GameStop, and he also had a Heart Gold, which I ended up getting both of them. So he refunded me money for the Soul Silver, and I ended up keeping the Heart Gold, and I've just been having this lying around ever since. So I wanted to see if GameStop would actually take the Soul Silver when it was complete in box. That way I could actually know for a fact if they knew how to tell a fake game or not, because I could kind of understand if they were not accepting, or I should say if they were basically judged by the cart and basically took it on that way, but I gave them more than enough reason for them to be suspicious. So first off, I have a GoPro footage. I'm going to be going over what basically happened afterwards. So yeah, without further ado, let's see the video. So, yeah. Alright, so I'll do 10 if I was to trade in 4 games. So I'd owe 10 if I was to trade in 4 games. Alright, what's the trade-in value on Soul Silver? $14? Do you know when you're going to get Ultimate Capcom in stock?
I don't, but I could check and see if my store has it.
Alright. I was hoping to pick it up today. Alright, let's see if I can go there. Let's go.
Do you want me to call them and see if they'll put this out for you?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. If you could just put this up for Adam. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so she put it aside for there. Do you want to take the game with you?
Yeah. Alright, thank you.
Yep, have a good one.
You too. So, let's look at the Soul Silver. And it's the fake copy. So, can just confirm to you guys that GameStop does take fake games. Didn't even realize, it was kind of funny because she actually scanned it twice and it didn't pop up because like I said before in my real or fake video, has the SKU right there, and basically this barcode's invalid, so it's not going to work no matter how much you try. It's supposed to say not for resale here, but it doesn't because it's actually wrong. So obviously it did not work, and it's kind of funny. Could have traded in for $14 in-store credit, which actually isn't a bad deal, but the fact is that it's sad when people end up buying these games for $49. Alright, so I used my logo to basically be a focal point because the video was shaky and I didn't want anyone getting dizzy or anything like that, because obviously that is really annoying when you're watching a video on YouTube and it's actually shaky. So first off, these are the 4 games I went to trade in: Red Dead Redemption, Call of Duty Black Ops, and Saints Row, and of course the Pokemon Soul Silver that was fake. So let's go over the Soul Silver. I made sure to give it to her complete in box. That way she had more than enough reason to realize that it was a fake game. And really, it's not her fault, but it's just the fact that they don't receive any training. They get told, okay, this is how you do it, this is how you scan, look at the game, if it's in there, good. And this is a problem because people actually end up buying fake games. Especially since GameStop's wanting to go retro, they're going to be receiving so many fake GBA Pokemon games, fake GBA systems, because Game Boy Advance systems are extremely fake nowadays. You can see I know that they have the yellow and the white all over eBay, and those are fake. So, some ways to easily spot it if you're working at GameStop, you should actually know these, is one, if you actually receive a game complete in case, and there is no Nintendo logo right here, this means that the case is fake. And it's a replacement case, or it's just a fake case in general, because usually Nintendo or basically GameStop has tons of these cases, so there's no reason for it to actually not have a Nintendo logo right here. The game cart is gray. If they actually had to manually look up the game cart, it should literally take 2 seconds to have a picture of a real one versus a fake one, because you'd be able to say, hey, this case is gray, and on the photo when I'm looking it up, it shows a black cart. So what's the deal? And just overall, it's a fake game. And it's really sad that people are actually ending up paying $49.99 for a fake Pokemon Soul Silver. This is a real Pokemon Soul Silver, so I can show you guys the difference. So, the fronts look almost identical. I'll give them that. They did a really good job on that. Here's what I'm talking about. All Nintendo games have the Nintendo DS basically logo right there. Also, here's a Pokemon Soul Silver cart. It's black. Okay, you can see right there. And I'll show you guys the fake one again. It's gray. So yeah, it's kind of sad because these games are like $49 a piece, according to GameStop, and the new ones they sell for $39.99, but they just don't have any in stock, which is kind of funny. So what ends up happening is they end up selling fake games. I know 2 to 3 weeks ago I went in there to buy Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. They didn't have any in stock, but they did have in stock a fake Pokemon Pearl. I was like, wow, they're selling fake games here? You'd think, like, if the person who actually accepted in the trade-in, or accepted in the cash trade, didn't spot the fake game, you would think that the manager or a stalker would actually spot the fake game. But no, they didn't spot the fake game at all. It's very, very sad. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think. With the new retro games coming to GameStop, where they're basically accepting all retro games, GBA fakes are going to be all over the place. The Game Boy Advance has been counterfeited a ton. You can find those on eBay, brand new in box, for like $25. Those are going to be at GameStop. I don't know how they're going to actually do this without actually knowing or teaching how to basically spot a fake. Or actually, I do know what they're going to do. They're going to basically like, well, if basically 75% of our consumers don't actually know that we're selling them fake games, then hell, it's not our problem then. We'll only accept returns from the 25% and we'll just make additional profit. Woohoo! But yeah, it's quite sad. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Peace out.